Have you ever been asked a question in an interview that makes you pause? A scenario that seems to come out of left field, asking what you would do in a situation you have never encountered. These are those intriguing hypothetical questions designed to test your critical thinking on the spot. The best strategy for hypothetical questions is to approach them with a structured, step-by-step thinking process, rather than trying to guess the right answer. Your goal is to demonstrate your problem-solving abilities, your judgment, and how you apply your skills, not to predict the future. Interviewers pose these questions not to find a single correct solution, but to understand your thought process. They want to see how you break down a complex problem, consider different angles, prioritize factors, and articulate a reasoned approach, especially when faced with ambiguity or limited information. It shows your adaptability and analytical skills, which are crucial in dynamic work environments. To execute this, begin by clarifying the question to ensure you understand all its components and any underlying assumptions. Next, identify the key stakeholders involved and consider their potential perspectives and needs. Then, brainstorm several possible courses of action, weighing the pros and cons of each, including any risks or benefits. After that, choose the most appropriate path and explain your rationale clearly, perhaps suggesting what additional information you would seek or how you would monitor the outcome. Always conclude by considering the potential impact of your chosen action and how you would adapt if circumstances changed. For example, if asked what you would do if a project deadline suddenly moved up, you would clarify the new deadline, consider team capacity, brainstorm options like reallocating resources or negotiating scope, explain your preferred solution like reprioritizing tasks, and mention how you would communicate with stakeholders. A key insider tip is to explicitly state your assumptions if you are making any to frame your response. For instance, you could say, assuming we have access to team resources X and Y, my approach would be. This transparency demonstrates thoughtful consideration and strategic planning. It shows you are not just reacting, but proactively establishing a foundation for your solution. By adopting a methodical, transparent approach to hypothetical questions, you effectively showcase your analytical prowess, ethical judgment, and practical decision-making skills. This structured thinking helps you navigate uncertainty with confidence and leaves interviewers impressed with your potential to tackle real-world challenges, ultimately boosting your chances for success.